it's Jen from Winrose Fiber Studio. Today, let's crochet the folk art heart. The folk art heart is asymmetrical, a little bit whimsical, and really gives you a lot of opportunity to play with color. I'll be using these 4 bright colors, but you can go full on Valentine's Day if you so desire. The yarn that I'm using today is Cotlin by Knit Picks. It's a DK weight cotton linen blend, but I have to say, as DK weights go, this one is on the heavier side, so I'm going to go ahead and use a 5mm crochet hook, partly because it's also a little bit easier for you to see. In addition to my 4 colors of yarn and my 5mm crochet hook, I also have a yarn needle and a pair of scissors. Today we're going to be recreating this heart that I have right here, and we're labeling the colors A, B, C, and D. B is also the color that's used for the outside of the heart. You could also introduce a 5th color for this bit of trim. So that's our plan for today. We need to collect colors A and B. The orange is going to be my color A. And because we're working on the spiral, we'll also need the red, which is color B. So I'm going to go ahead and put my scissors and needle away and get all set up and ready to crochet. Our project begins with color A and a magic ring. You can watch as I slowly make the magic ring for you here. This is going to be the spiral or the left side of the heart. Once you have your magic ring in place, you're going to work 4 single crochets into your magic ring. And I've decided to go ahead and grab 1 stitch marker and just mark the first stitch of each round. I think that can be really helpful when you're working in the round, and especially when you're doing a spiral. So there's my first single crochet, and I'm going to do 3 more in orange before I change colors. In this pattern, I'm using the uppercase delta, which looks like a triangle, and that's going to signify a color change in the written text of this pattern. So after working 4 single crochets, I'm going to begin the 5th single crochet, but on the last yarn over pull through 2, I'm going to change to color B. And now I work 1 more single crochet into our magic ring, and then I can close the ring. So this is a magic ring with 6 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we can move on to round 2. Round 2, there will be 2 single crochets in each of these stitches, but we also have a color change. So I'm going to go ahead and work my first single crochet. And I'm going to mark that first stitch. And now I'm going back into that same stitch. And then I'm going to work 2 single crochets in each of the next 2 stitches. And now we single crochet in the next stitch. And now we're going to single crochet in the same stitch and change back to color A. So with that last yarn over pull through 2, we're going to pick up our working color A and pull through those last 2 loops. Now we can work 2 single crochets in each of the next 2 stitches. Round 2 will have a total of 12 stitches. And we can already see our little spiral starting to take shape as we go on in to round 3. So we're going to be using these 2 working yarns as we make our spiral. I'm taking a moment to weave in my loose ends just because I don't want them to be distracting as I show you the pattern. So here we are in round 3. We're going to single crochet in the first stitch, and I'm going to mark that first stitch, and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. And then we're going to repeat this 2 more times, single crochet in the next stitch, then 2 single crochets in the stitch after that, And now we're going to single crochet in the next stitch and change back to color B. So in the last yarn over, we're going to pick up our red yarn once again and pull through the final 2 loops on our hook. Now we'll work 2 single crochets in the next stitch. And then we can repeat our pattern 2 more times to finish out the round. Single crochet in the next stitch, 2 single crochets in the stitch after that. Round 3 will have a total of 18 stitches. I hope you're getting comfortable following the text and working these color changes as we head into round 4. The repeating pattern for round 4 is to single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. You're going to repeat this 2 times. There's the first time, and now we're going to do that one more time. And then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. And now we're going to single crochet in the next stitch, changing back to color A. Single crochet in the same stitch. And then we repeat the pattern 3 more times. Single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, 2 single crochets in the stitch after that. Round 4 will have a total of 24 stitches. Each round, our spiral becomes more defined. In round 5, we're going to repeat the following pattern 2 times. We're going to single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches and then 2 single crochets in the stitch after that. Now we're going to single crochet in the next stitch and then single crochet in the next stitch, changing back to color B. Single crochet in the following stitch and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. We'll finish round 5 by repeating the pattern that we did at the very beginning 3 more times. So single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches and then 2 single crochets in the stitch after that. Round 5 has a total of 30 stitches. We've got one more big round on this side of the heart to go. Round 6, you'll repeat the following pattern twice, single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches and then 2 single crochets in the stitch after that. Now we're going to single crochet in the next stitch and change to color A. And then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Here's 1, 2, and 3. And then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Then we're back to our repeating pattern. You're going to single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches, then 2 single crochets in the next stitch, 3 more times until round 6 has a total of 36 stitches. Okay, you've done it. You've made it to the end of the spiral. Round 7 is actually a short round. All we're doing for round 7 is repeating the following twice. You're going to single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches and then 2 single crochets in the stitch after that. Now you're going to single crochet in the next stitch and then single crochet in the stitch after that, changing this time to color C. You can actually trim off colors A and B. I'm going to be weaving in these loose ends just to keep them from being a distraction, but you can save all of your weaving until the end of the project. For me, color C is green and it makes up the right side of our heart. Okay, we're calling this section 2. This is our green field, and we begin row 1 with color C by single crocheting in each of the next 3 stitches. Then we'll work 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then single crochet in each of the next 8 stitches. Row 1 of section 2 will have a total of 13 stitches. And I just want to note that during section 2 and section 3, the right side of your work will be facing as you're working the odd numbered rows. Here we are on row 2, chain 1 and turn. For row 2, you're going to work 2 single crochets in each of the next 7 stitches. And then we finish this row with a single crochet decrease. You do this by inserting your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, insert your hook into the following stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. I took a moment here to weave in all of my loose ends before moving on to row 3. Here we are on row 3, chain 1 and turn, single crochet in each of the next 13 stitches. And then you'll work a single crochet decrease to finish off the row. For row 4, chain 1 and turn, single crochet in each of the next 12 stitches, and then work a single crochet decrease. Row 4 has a total of 13 stitches. Row 5 begins by chaining 1 and turning your work. We're going to work a single crochet decrease over the first 2 stitches, and then you're going to single crochet in each of the next 9 stitches, and then this row ends with another single crochet decrease. There'll be a total of 11 stitches in row 5. Row 6, chain 1 and turn, You're going to single crochet in each of the next 9 stitches and then single crochet decrease. Row 6 has a total of 10 stitches. For row 7, chain 1 and turn, we're going to skip the first stitch, then work a single crochet decrease, and now we're going to single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. This row also ends with a single crochet decrease and has a total of 7 stitches, so our rows are getting shorter. Row 8, chain 1 and turn, we're going to skip the first stitch again, and then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. And then we work a single crochet decrease and we finish off color C. Now we're ready for section 3, which makes up the bottom of our heart. We're going to be joining our 4th color. Turn your heart over with the right side facing. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches to the right of color C, and then we're going to join color D with a single crochet in this 4th stitch. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You've just joined with a standing single crochet, and now single crochet in each of the next 7 stitches. Here we have 2 more left. And now we're going to work a single crochet into each of the next 4 end rows. So we're working into the end rows of color C. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just going to evenly space 4 single crochets across these end rows. I really like to be careful not to leave too big a gap. So you can see it's very easy to insert my hook right here and make a single crochet, but it leaves quite a hole in my work. So rather go into that larger space, I'm going to work my hook through just a couple of threads on the very outside of that end row. And that helps to eliminate those holes or little gaps in our work. So I'm just going to finish up my last 2 single crochets. And then we'll be ready for row 2. Row 2 begins by chaining 1 and turning. We're going to skip the first stitch and then work a single crochet decrease. And then we're going to single crochet in each of the 9 stitches across. Row 2 will have a total of 10 stitches. Row 3, you chain 1 and turn, single crochet in each of the next 7 stitches. And then you'll work a single crochet decrease, and you're going to leave that last stitch unworked. Here's our last row. Row 4, you chain 1 and turn. You're going to skip the first stitch, then work a single crochet decrease, and then single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. And now you can finish off color D. Don't worry if this edge looks a little rough. We're going to be smoothing it out as we work our border. The last step is to create the border or edging of our heart. I have the right side of the heart facing and turned upside down, and I'm joining color B to my crochet hook, and we join with a single crochet in the last stitch of row 4, section 3. Now we're going to work 9 single crochets evenly across color D. I just finished my 5th single crochet. I have 4 more to go, and I'm going to kind of hop over that bigger space. So I'm going to do 2, then hop over that bigger space and 2 more. That will get me to a total of 9 single crochets worked across the blue field. Here we go. I'm going to hop over that bigger space. Here's number 8 and number 9. And now we're going to single crochet in each of the 3 end rows of section 2. Finally, let's work a single crochet in the last stitch of row 8 of section 2. Take a moment to examine your work and make sure you're happy with your nice straight line working across this side of the heart. Carrying on with our border, work 2 single crochets into each of the next 4 stitches. Once you've completed this, you're going to skip that end row, the end row of row 8 on section 2, and then you're going to work 2 single crochets in each of the next 5 end rows. Really take your time with this section. Go back and count those rows of section 2. You're going to be working into the first, skipping the second, and then working into the next 5 end rows, but not that last end row, row 8. So you're skipping that first end row, working 2 single crochets in each of the next 5 end rows, and then skipping the end row after that. Your stitch placement across these end rows is really important to creating that nice curved shape on the right side of your heart. So take your time with this. We will be blocking or steaming our work at the end of this project, which will help with shaping, but truly you should be able to look back and see a nice curved edge. Once again, we're going to skip the next end row and then we're going to single crochet 3 together. Watch carefully where I place my hook. We're going into that last end row and then where the green meets the orange and then the first orange stitch to the left. So I'm inserting my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, going into where the green meets the orange, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then the same for the first orange stitch, and then I yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on my hook. Okay, let's finish up this border. Repeat the following 4 times. Skip your next stitch, 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Then you're going to single crochet in the next stitch and then work 2 single crochets in each of the next 4 stitches. You can see that we have 8 stitches remaining from section 1, so we're going to work a single crochet in each of these next 8 stitches. And then we're going to work 1 single crochet into each of the next 4 end rows. This is from section 3 or the blue field. And then we'll join with a slip stitch to our beginning single crochet, and now we can finish off our work and weave in all of our loose ends. To remove any bubbles or curls in your finished heart, you can soak it in water for 20 minutes and then lay it flat to dry, or you can give it a quick steam. I've got my steamer out here. If you choose steaming, really be careful of your fingers. This is so hot, it would be very easy to burn yourself. So carefully steam. You could also use the steam on an iron and just hold the iron over your heart and press the steam and steam your heart that way, which would be a little safer for your fingers. So with just a little bit of steaming, my heart is lying nice and flat. All those fibers are relaxed. And now it's up to you what you decide to do with your folk art heart. I think it looks really cute against denim. So it could be a patch or an applique on a jean jacket or a favorite pair of jeans. You could take some pretty paper and fold it into the shape of a card and then sew your heart on the front for a very personalized Valentine. And that Valentine could also be used later as a coaster for a mug. This is the mug I gave my husband on our very first Valentine's Day as a married couple. And this is one of my favorite ways to use the folk art heart. I actually use these as coasters all over my studio. I hope you enjoyed today's project. I hope you enjoy exploring different colors and textures. Please hit like and subscribe. I share new videos on Tuesdays. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.